Hey, welcome back, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab, in the book, doing what I do for you. I got something nice for you today. It's called The Serpent Power Path. It's all serpent, this book, all the time. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. My mission, you got all right thinkers, know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. So you see where we're going with this? Let's get that together and I'll ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. Yeah, that's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do. For you, I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here too. Wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. We're going to talk about serpent, the serpent power path. This is information that I gave in the other lessons a while ago. If it sounds redundant, it's because it was given before in a different aspect. This time, I used the book before, so this is serpent power path. I'm going to break it down for you. Hope you get the understanding. This is all about acquiring information that you can actually use. The serpent power path, it says, learn to develop your life-giving fire. Few know how to use it, and even fewer how to master it. I'm trying to teach you to do that. And you put the time and practice in, that's what happens. You will become a master. And it says, the master, the fire of the back. That's an ancient Egyptian proverb. We're going to talk about that right quick. Now, Arat, A-R-A-T, Shechem, S-H-E-K-H-E-M, it means from the ancient Egyptian discipline of what they call the serpent power, or just simply serpent power. Okay, we know it's Kundalini. All right, but I told you before, there are 5 major yoga type of styles, which all other forms may be classified. The first 5. These are yoga of wisdom. That means you're studying, you're learning, that's right thing in philosophy. Yoga of right action. That's giving up a selfless service. Doing what you do is right. Doing the right thing. Yoga of devotion. That's showing love for God. Worshiping God. Christians, Muslims do that. You got yoga of meditation. One of my favorites. Daily meditation to commune with your higher self. And then you got yoga of sublimation. Semen intention. Your sexual energy and your eternal life force. You have total control over that, young men. And all of these yogas, type styles and techniques should be practiced in what we call the integral fashion for your optimum results. The best results is to live a meditative state of mind. I just came out the book teaching you that. And results in your personal spiritual discipline of the aspirant yourself, even though you may be emphasized over the others. You may like this one, like that one. I prefer selfless service and wisdom. Devotion, I get that on Sunday when I go hang out with they get holier than thou. That's when I do my devotional. But my devotion is done in my meditation and prayer. So I combine them. Again, practice them intricately, but master all of them. So you know each one how to use it and when to use it, okay? And this volume, this book right here, we got a whole lot of stuff going. We just midway through. We ain't even midway. We have page 66. How about that? My favorite number. Yes. And watch this. This volume will introduce, again, the concept of your life energy and its relation to human consciousness and the process, what they call the psycho-spiritual evolution or enlightenment. You're learning, you're acquiring information that you didn't previously have. If I'm telling you something that you already know, I'm not doing my job. Enlightenment means I'm telling you something that you don't already know. I pride on that daily. Now, in all the different yoga style techniques, there is a common thread. Yep. Again, which binds and unites them all together, which is what? And this thread in human consciousness, this thread is your conscious mind. Everybody has one. Human consciousness evolves over what? A period of many lifetimes. What you mean? Your spirit has been around a while. And it should get better. Why? So it can get better to help the person the body is in, give it some help to nudge it in the right direction, so to speak. But after a period of many lifetimes, through what we call the process of what? Reincarnation. Reincarnation is a guaranteed way to keep life going around. Okay. They know everybody ain't gonna get this thing right the first go round. Some takes a little longer, but it's a constant battle. And reincarnation and transmigration of your soul. That means the soul has to migrate, had to change, transform, become what? Knowledge of it, aware of itself. That's your job. And gradually rising to what? Your higher levels of what? Consciousness. You have to know thyself. It had to be here until what? It finally, after lifetime, reincarnation after reincarnation, it finally reaches what? Self-awareness. I'm trying to teach that. That's what it's been around for eons. Nobody's teaching this when I see. And when you reach self-awareness, aka Nihas, that is the highest wisdom of your true self. Nihas. Spiritual enlightenment, God, whatever. It's the highest level, the 7th level. Now you and God are one. What? Consciously. You had that concept. You know it for yourself through what? The work and experience. You don't have to be told that. I don't give you mastery. I can't give you self-mastery. I give you the ways to make it happen. You got to put the work in. I did mine. That's what I'm talking. Why? I know what it takes. It's not bragging. I'm just trying to make you understand. I'm not telling you something that I haven't done. I would never have you do something that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't sell drugs that I didn't take. But still, I got pride. I got integrity. So even when I was doing wrong, I still had integrity. And my mom said, you wasn't bad. I said, no, I know that. I just did bad things. I was aware of that, and I paid for that. I don't do that no more. Moving on. Some of us need to learn that earlier in life. It will suit you a lot better. And it is important. Understand this. It's very important that you understand that you add the aspirant, your spiritual aspirant, your goal. Again, I tell you every day is to what? Know thyself. Your goal is to raise your level of spiritual consciousness. Know thyself. To this end, you are to use a blend of what? All your different yoga styles and techniques that suits your need whenever you need them. If you need to use yoga wisdom, if you didn't practice it and master it, you can't use it. Better to have it and don't need it than to need it and don't have it. So you master every aspect of the 5 yoga categories so you use them to your leisure. And each form of this yoga technique, it serves to what? To create a process for you by which you now can raise your life force energy. Okay? And you are trying to develop just that. That's the purpose. That's the purpose. Every day you practice. Every day you practice. And what? You're getting better. If you don't practice, you can't get better. Tell them, Iris, and practice. Practice? We just talking about practice, yeah. To better yourself, you need to practice. Well, when? Daily. That's my emphasis. Now, if you are practicing daily yoga of wisdom, what happened? Your consciousness will now be raised through your study, times you put in studying and learning and understanding of the teachings. You can't claim yoga of wisdom and don't have the wisdom. If you are practicing yoga of right action, and by your performance, again, by your efforts, your performances when daily of the actions in a selfless manner, which will now lead you to what? Attain what? Mental peace. Doing something for somebody makes me feel good. Taking something from somebody, I don't feel good. That's just me. Using people don't make me feel good. Helping people makes me feel better. So I know the difference between the two. Moving on, you should too. And that's what you control. You control everything you say and do. But this mental peace that you have will allow what? Now your energy of your soul to flow in an unobstructed manner. It's free flowing. The chakras are open up. It's raising. It's going up. Now you're getting better and you're starting to sense it. You're starting to realize it within yourself so you can conduct yourself in a whole different manner. You carry yourself different. You talk different. You act different. You have changed. You have transformed from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Now you're free. That's what freeing your mind in the as will follow. Get self-knowledge and you're free. Now, in obstructed manner, if your chakras are up unobstructed, thereby now you're moving towards your destined goal to obtain spiritual enlightenment. The higher self, okay, that's the goal, to obtain that knowledge, to become one with your higher self. And if you are practicing yoga of devotion when daily, what happened? Now your consciousness will be raised through directing your mind toward what? Divine. By attuning your emotions, controlling yourself, and feelings, anger, greed, lust, all those things you control now, and you put them towards expressing love for what? Your surroundings of the divine, your love for and surrender, your divine self. Everything is God. When I talk to my pastor, everything is through God's grace. Everything is God-based. I don't have a problem with that. I understand that. If you are practicing yoga of meditation, which I do, now your consciousness will be raised by calming the waves which disturb the ocean of your consciousness. Negative thoughts, bad thoughts, stuff that don't mean you no good. I let that go. I've gotten so good at that. It don't bother me no more. That's when you practice while you get better. When this occurs, what happened? You will experience, you ready? Transcendental nature. Transformation of your caterpillar mind, ignorant state of mind, to an enlightened mind, the butterfly who free. Now you have become your best self and you reach your deeper self. You have to do work. It's hidden inside you. You have to go inside yourself. If you are practicing, again, yoga of sublimation, aka semen retention. I got a student who practices for a year. You can't tell him. You can't tell him that don't work. Why? He did it. He know. Now we laugh. I said, When you know what you know for yourself, nobody got to tell you nothing. You do the telling. Because you know the person who may not try to tell you don't have a damn clue. So listen to them. But when you learn to supplement your sexual energy and your internal life force, now what happened? You will use that energy of the body by controlling and harnessing them. What happened? Once controlled, this constitutes what? A formidable force that will destroy, you ready? Ignorance and other human faults and frailties. I'm not doing something bad. I'm not doing something wrong. I'm not doing something stupid that's going to cause me hurt, harm, or danger. You can conduct yourself doing that on a regular basis, and what happens? Adversities don't come your way no more. Why? You ain't putting yourself in harm's way. That's why. And when you get better at that, you will now, which will obstruct your soul from what? Full expansion. If you don't practice, and you will consider yourself as what? An individual. That's the ego stepping in. Well, I'm just me. I'm just I. That's all ego. That's all ego. The last form of yoga underlies all the other forms. Well, what could that be? Okay. Well, when the other forms are properly practiced and mastered, your internal life force now is what? Automatically balanced. Your chakras are lined up. You are in full balance. You're in harmony. Everything is working the way it's supposed to. You got a team, and everybody's working on all cylinders. Like the eight pistons in the car, when all of them fire like they're supposed to, it's a well-oiled machine. And that's what your body's like. Same thing. The chakras is the piston. You get them all lined up, man, your health is good. Your lifestyle is good. Everything about you is positive and good. You're in balance. That's hard to do. That's a lot of people ain't there. So understand it. But when you can pull that off for yourself, what happens? Now your balance is raised. So now, therefore, what? Regardless of which form of yoga that you choose to concentrate on, now you need to have a full understanding of your life force and how to control your energy and the process of its evolution and enlightenment from what? Practicing, and practicing, wrapping it up what they call the concept of Sekhem. The concept of Sekhem, or what you call life force energy, is related to what we call the most ancient Egyptian creation myth. Why? Wherein the power emerges from what? The supreme spirit, Ra. Ra is pure spirit, the sun. That's pure energy, pure spirit. The creator, in the form of what? The first form from the lioness goddess was Tufnut, who is at the same time the power that emanates from what? The sun. The name of the goddess is Sekhmet, and she is also known as who? Hetharu, God's destructive eye, or the Ujat, the Wajat, all the same person. And they do different things because they have different functions that they perform. These are principles. These are concepts. They're not real people. We give them an identity. So I hear people say, well, they're just, I know that. I never said they was real. We manifest them so we can teach and learn and emulate them. I'm Haru, what? The spirit. I'm Tahuti. Why? I'm God's mind. Every aspect of my body, I understand. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. I'm wrapping up with this. The following diagram I'm about to show you will provide an insight, hopefully a better understanding into what? The evolution of what we call Sekhem, from the subtle aspect from Tufnut, which is moisture, the opposite of dry, be moist, to the dual aspect, the goddess Aset, and that twin serpents, the Mayate and the Holy Mayat, and in accordance with the commission scriptures. This is what they're trying to show you. I got a little breakdown. I love these little tidbits here. We start out here. This is Tufnut. This is moist air. Breaks down Sekhmet. She's the wife of Ptah. Her son is Khonsu. Okay? No, Nefertiti, excuse me, the perfect one. But you see here, these are all symbolic. All this is hieroglyphics. Okay? It says here. All right, let me read it as I go down. It says, first is Tufnut. You go over to Sekhmet. Then you come down to Sekhmet, which is the divine power of nature, a.k.a. power of power. She has destructive forces. She can tear stuff up. Okay? She's dangerous. And over here, you see the vulture and the cobra. Okay? Again, the twins, Aset and that. Again, they play different roles. And again, right here, you got Sekhmet with the Ujat. You got Netbet, Aset, and that down here at the... Okay, where we at? Okay, right here. See the twins right here again? That's them again. The Hall of Mayat, there they go again. And then when you finally get the judgment day, you passed it, you go into see your boy Asar, see who's behind him? The twins again. That and Aset. This is the lotus flower where life comes out. When you get here, that's reaching Asar. Okay, God, becoming one. You melt right into his existence. That was the concept. That was the idea. I'm going to take you to the ancient history of the serpent power. Next lesson, I'm going to stop right here. I took enough of your time. Hopefully, you got the message out to you. You got to understand it. It's more coming. Remember, you got to follow along. I'm giving it to you step by step. It's a process. Follow it. Trust the process. I'll be right back. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away. I'll be right back.